Good morning, I'm God's Scribe Roger, and this is God's News Today. King David suffered a hostage crisis also. And God showed him the way out of it by him calling upon God and asking him what it says in the scriptures. I'll read it to you so that you can see what he went through. 1 Samuel chapter 30 verses 1 through 31, King James Bible only. And it came to pass when David and his men were come to Ziklag on the third day that the Amalekites, you might want to know where that is, it's down here. Oh, by the way, Israel is also on the other side of the Jordan River on the east side. You see Gad, Reuben, and this is also East Manasseh. And up here is Lebanon. Over here is Jordan. Up here is Syria. So your funny little sayings are because you're ignorant and stupid people that are reversed in your heads by Satan's power. Verse 2. Well, let's start over again. It came to pass when David and his men were come to Ziklag on the third day that the Amalekites had invaded the south and Ziklag and smitten Ziklag and burned it with fire, and had taken the women captives that were therein. They slew not any either great or small, but carried them away and went on their way. So David and his men came to the city, and behold, it was burned with fire, and their wives and their sons and their daughters were taken captives. Then David and the people that were with him lifted up their voice and wept until they had no more power to weep. And David's two wives were taken captives, Ahinoam the Jezreelitess, and Abigail the wife of Nabal the Carmelite. And David was greatly distressed, for the people spoke of stoning him, because the soul of all the people were grieved, every man for his sons and for his daughters. But David encouraged himself in the Lord his God. And David said to Abiathar the priest, Ahimelech's son, I ask you, bring me here the ephod. And Abiathar brought there the ephod to David. And David inquired at the Lord, saying, Shall I pursue after this troop? Shall I overtake them? And he answered him, Pursue, for you shall surely overtake them, and without fail recover all. So David went, he and the 600 men that were with him, and came to the brook Bezor, where those that were left behind stayed. But David pursued, he and 400 men, for 200 abode behind, which were so faint that they could not go over the brook Bezor. And they found an Egyptian in the field, and brought him to David, and gave him bread, and he did eat. And they made him drink water. And they gave him a piece of a cake of figs and 2 clusters of raisins. When he had eaten, his spirit came again to him, for he had eaten no bread, nor drunk any water 3 days and 3 nights. And David said to him, To whom belong you? And whence art you? And he said, I am a young man of Egypt, servant to an Amalekite. And my master left me because 3 days ago I fell sick. We made an invasion upon the south of the Cherethites, and upon the coast which belongeth to Judah, and upon the south of Caleb. And we burned Ziklag with fire. And David said to him, Can you bring me down to this company? And he said, Swear to me by God that you will neither kill me nor deliver me into the hands of my master, and I'll bring you down to this company. When he had brought him down, behold, they were spread abroad upon all the earth, eating and drinking and dancing, because of all the great spoil that they had taken out of the land of the Philistines, and out of the land of Judah. And David smote them from the twilight even to the evening of the next day, and there escaped not a man of them, save 400 young men, which rode upon camels and fled. Kind of makes you wonder which direction they went in. They wouldn't be headed back into Israel, would they? They'd be heading down into Egypt, wouldn't you think? Who? I'm God's Cry Roger, and this has been God's News Today.